Go do that homework that you've been putting off for 2 days that's due tomorrow. But sometimes it's okay to cuss their ass out. I feel like we need to start cussing people out a lot more on spot, like on site.
Your boy got the full body do-rag out.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a while. Lacey, where you been? Child, the only reason why I was not on this camera for 3 weeks, I think, was because my hair was not done. No, I didn't run out of content. No, I wasn't depressed. My hair wasn't done. And I'd be damned if I came back on this camera and I was looking like boo-boo the fool. Oh yeah, but we back now and we put together, we done up, we look like something because I was looking like a hot mess, okay? Okay. Today's topic of discussion is something that I feel like we could all use, especially the girls in our 20s. I feel like I don't be knowing what be going on sometimes, so I feel like this is a great time to share what I learned thus far in 2024, what I learned in my 20s. Now, what I might share with y'all, those things definitely can change as I get older. I am a creature, I'm not a creature of habit, but I love change, and some of these views, some of my points that I'm gonna make, they definitely might change. I'm only 22, so my frontal lobe is not developed all the way yet. Sometimes I'll be like, wow, like things do start to like make a little bit more sense, but my frontal lobe, my cortex, whatever you call it, it's not fully developed, so I don't know everything, okay? So please take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt, because your experiences definitely might be different from my experience of being 20. So if this is something you're interested in, please keep watching, because we about to get down with the get down, and we're gonna get really, really into it. You know what I'm trying to say. Damn. One of the first things that I've learned while being in my 20s thus far is to honestly give yourself grace. I feel like society, social media, you know, even people around us, they might be moving at a faster pace than you. I'm here to tell you, look, you're doing well, okay? There's no time frame to success. If you just started college like I did, keep going. There's no certain time you're supposed to graduate. There's no certain time you're supposed to buy that apartment. There's no specific time you're supposed to have that brand new car. We're literally just teenagers like 4 years ago. So give yourself grace. Like, we don't know all the answers, like I said. I mean, you're not supposed to have everything figured out. I mean, that would literally be insane and impossible. And if you do have things figured out right now, if you have things figured out, those things are definitely going to change as you get older. And, you know, as I'm gonna reiterate, your frontal lobe is gonna fully develop. So things that you like now, you're not really gonna be, you know, messing with that same thing once you turn 25. Now I'm 22. I'm not saying my frontal lobe is developed, but it's funny because sometimes I'm like, wow, that makes a lot more sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've learned most of my lessons in like being 22. Like this year was just like an eye-opener. 2024 itself was insane. I don't know what's going on, okay? This is the year of people getting exposed. But anyways, back on topic. So yes, you're not supposed to have everything figured out. Literally take your time with life, go with the flow. But also, it is nice to have a plan, but don't think that you're gonna stick to that plan, because we grow, things change, hobbies change, what we like in people change, what we don't like in people change. We also, you know, might grow open to new ideas. So do not think that you're supposed to have this figured out and that figured out, okay? Look, we are all in this together, and we all confused. We all confused, okay? So take your time, girl. Or if you're a dude, take your time. It's okay. Nobody's gonna beat you up, I promise. For me, I thought that I was supposed to be in college right out of high school, and that actually was not the case. I did go to college right out of high school, but I was in a major that I was not clicking with at the time. Got into it, didn't like it, and I felt like I was guilt tripping to keep going, but yeah, I'm so glad that I kind of rerouted what I wanted to do, and now I'm in college. I'm not stressing anymore. And yes, you know, I am 22 and I'm just getting back into college, but that's okay. There's people that go back to college and they're like 25, and even then that's still okay. You really don't know where life is going to take you. So that's what I mean by like just kind of being, you know, just kind of give yourself grace. You might be doing this, then you might do something totally different years from now. We're all trying to figure things out, but at the end, it's not worth stressing yourself out, okay? Trust me. Another thing that I also have learned, and I'm still learning in my 20s, would definitely be stop calling everybody my friend. And I know this is like a controversial topic, but I feel like it's okay to hang out with people, but like just to be like, oh, that's my friend, you know, it's, I don't know, I feel like it can manifest something different. And I'm not saying everybody is like that, but like you really have to just make sure if people are really your friend or people are your friend to benefit themselves later. Like earlier this year, like I've seen so many friend fallouts, it's insane. Just like, and it be over the littlest things. And it's just like, wow, like you shouldn't have to feel like you're walking on ice with a friend. I just feel like, you know, communication is also very important when it comes to friendship. Not everyone is wanting your best interest. Like not everyone is here to root for you. There's people that will support you, but up to a point. You can't do better than them, and that is crazy. That is really crazy. And you know, jealousy is such a big thing when it comes to like friendships, especially in women. I don't understand why friendships like to just break up like at the birthday dinner. Like that needs to be studied, because I don't get that. I do not get that. Yes, like calling people your friend and just throwing that friend word around, it doesn't really benefit you. You just really have to like really observe people. I'm an introvert, so like, you know, it kind of takes a while for me to open up to you. I'm not like a socially awkward introvert. It's just that some different people have like different motives. Like people may look innocent, like, oh, they would never do that to me. Little do you know, like they would do that exact thing that you thought they would never do. I also feel like I learned in my 20s was patience. This goes into the very first topic I was talking about, was like, you know, give yourself grace. But patience is something that I always kind of struggle with, even when I was little. Like, you know, when I grew up, like my mom would tell me to wait for something. It's like I would like throw a fit if it took too long, or I just got uninterested. And now that I'm grown, I kind of do the same thing, but it's different. Like, I'm a believer in God, first of all, okay? And I feel like God gives you things, and like God puts things in your head that you may want in that exact moment, and then like you keep wanting and wanting and wanting that thing, but like you can want it for so long and it doesn't come, and you no longer want it anymore. Like I feel like God, y'all, let me tell you, God has humor, okay? You will ask God for this thing that you want, and then like he will not give it to you because you want it so bad. Like you're putting it above him. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I always wanted to go viral for some reason. I don't know why that was such a thing for me, or be famous, I should say. Now, like everything was going on with Diddy and them 1,000 bottles of baby oil is actually insane. Like I've wanted that status for so long. Now it's just too much going on with the fame and being famous, and just so much attention, or unwanted attention really. As you know, me being a regular person, I don't, you know, nobody's always in my business. But with that kind of fame, everybody's in your business. And I've always wanted that, because I'm like, oh yeah, I want to take pictures with people. Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. But God kind of just put things like in your face, and you see things without even realizing, like, oh dang, I probably don't want this. So I'm gonna just stick to doing YouTube and getting the views that I get, whatever, you know, building my little small community. I'm cool with that now. Like being famous is not a priority. Honestly, I want to be a regular person, because this is the year that people are getting exposed. expose. Like, it is insane. I want to say, like, patience is something that I've always struggled with. Like, have you ever tried watching water boil? It's never gonna boil. Have you ever tried watching a tree grow? It's never gonna grow. You will be there all day, all night, all year watching that tree grow. So I feel like patience is, like, you know, something that it's a good skill to have, because me wanting things to just come quick, like, you know, to move out quick, getting a car quick, having a whole bunch of money quick, there's a reason why I don't have that yet. There's a reason why I don't have $100,000 to my name, because I might not know how to spend it. I might spend it all in one day, or I might not be able to manage it properly. And that's why I feel like God does things for a reason. Gives you what you need, and that also comes slow too. Good thing comes to those who wait. That statement, y'all, within itself is so true. And that's kind of just honestly been like my whole 20s. Like, I've been waiting for a lot of things, but then I would like learn how to not put them on a pedestal, and I'll just kind of go with the flow. And then that's when they start trickling in, which is so crazy, especially as a creative. Like, we have all these thoughts and we want to just push them out so fast, but it's like, if we push them out so fast, is that really our best quality? So I feel like you get the best quality of anything that you want if you wait. Honestly, be yourself. It is okay if you don't have what everybody have, if you don't copy and paste your personality, if you have a different personality, if you're into different things, if you're into anime, if you're into other things, you know, it's okay to be yourself. You don't have to fit in with everybody. And honestly, it's hard work to try to fit in than just being yourself. It takes more energy to try to fit in, to try to be this person that you're not, than honestly just being yourself. And I've learned, because I used to try to fit in, and I'm gonna use this example, and I'm not saying people who do, you know, not like recreational, you know, like weed, alcohol, if you do those things, that's fine. But I learned that I don't have to do that in order to fit in. If I don't want to do it, I shouldn't have to feel a way. Like, if I don't want to partake in that, I shouldn't have to, you know. Like, if, you know, I feel like, you know what, I'm not gonna drink today, I should be able to do that without, you know, people saying, oh, like, you don't do that. Like, what do you do for fun? You don't have to be under the influence of anything to have fun. If you do, that's fine, but you shouldn't have to do that to let loose. I'm a naturally bubbly person. When I'm comfortable with you, I'm already goofy, I'm talkative, you know, like, I can talk and yap and yap and yap. People that are my friends, they know that. But like, honestly, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do that's not you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be yourself. It's gonna get you quite far than being somebody not, because you can't even keep that up for a long time. Lying to yourself if you think you can be this person, you know, it doesn't benefit you at all, and it's just too much work. Like, just be yourself, be your goofy self. If you're not a goofy person, that's okay. Find people that align with you, because it takes the stress off of trying to fit in. You know what I'm saying? And then it sucks, like, when you try to fit in and then, like, you know what, this isn't for me. Then you let that go and you be yourself, and then people don't accept you. That's when you need to leave those folks that don't accept you for being yourself. I like a cute little drink, you know, a little lemon drop, a little frozen margarita, something that is fruity, okay? I don't even like the taste of alcohol. You would not catch me willingly taking a straight shot of liquor.
Okay.
You know, now I have to be, you know, in a mood to drink. I just don't be like, oh yeah, let me go to the liquor store. That's not my life. I don't do that. I don't know why. It's just liquor. I had the worst experience. I got drunk. Never want to feel wasted again ever in life. I don't even want to feel high. The last time I got high, I just was stuck and paranoid, and it just was not a good feeling. I ate a lot more too, then I felt full and bloated, and it just was not it. That was not Lacey, okay? I was going through something, but there's times where I will fall astray from what I'm saying. You know, I will fall into peer pressure and do this because everybody else is doing it. But I mean, you know, within time, you know, everything changes. But I just feel like, yeah, don't engage in that shit if you don't want to. If that's not you, don't do it, okay? Or find friends that don't do that, period. Like, it's just that simple. I'm gonna try to stay in the middle throughout this video, because I know that light behind me is probably like annoying, so I'm gonna try my best so y'all don't get blind, okay? I just like the pink hue it gives me in the back. Anyways, back to regular programming. Another thing that I learned while being in my 20s, and still learning to this day, is that it is okay to say no. I don't know if if I said this exact thing in my unpopular opinion video. I don't know, I feel like I did, maybe I didn't, but it is okay to say no. This goes to boundaries. Set boundaries with friends, sister, cousin, brothers, aunties, uncles, whoever. People on the street. It is okay to set boundaries. Nobody's gonna beat you up if you say no, okay? And if they do, they need help. What I'm saying is, it's okay to think of self. Now, being selfish is, you know, it's good to be selfish, honestly, but in the right ways. You know, don't always jump to everybody's command, you know what I'm saying? Because I am still working on my people pleasing. I used to be a people pleaser, like, really bad, and I'm just starting to like say no. It can be the littlest things, and I'm like, you know what, do I really want to do that? No, you know, it's okay. You know, somebody asks for a favor, it's okay to say no. If it doesn't benefit you or it takes you out of your normal loop, it is okay to say no. Like, I just feel like, you know, and also I also learned that being a people pleaser is like a manipulative tactic. Like, I did not know, like, I was toxic for a long time, because I was like, oh, Lacey, I can never be toxic. I can never be toxic. But that is most definitely a manipulative thing, is to people please. I mean, it's just, you know, people pleasing, you having everybody like you because you're nice, it's not great, because that means that gives people the key to walk over you, and you don't want that. And honestly, a lot of successful people now, they were not nice. How they're at the top now. And another thing, you cannot take people at the top. You cannot take everyone at the top. Like, everybody is not gonna go up with you. You can't bring people along the success ride with you. Some of them people you gonna have to leave here, okay? Yeah, back to being nice. Like, you know, saying, okay, I'll do this, and like, you know, it's out of your way, you know. Now, it's nice to be kind. It's good to be kind, but to be just nice and to please other people, so you don't, you know, have confrontations. That's a very restricted way of living. I feel like I'm actually going to therapy, not for that, but that's a reason why I'm in therapy now. And therapy is great, okay? Get therapy. If you're not in it, get in it. Creating boundaries for self is so important, because you don't want to just be walked over all the time. Like, getting walked over and, you know, just being that girl that, oh, I know she's gonna say yeah, or I know she's not gonna call me out on my bullshit, so I'm gonna just say whatever. Because for a long time, I realized, like, dang, I let a lot of people slide. People have said some crazy things to me. I just would bypass it, and it's not because I wasn't aware. It was because I'm just so nice. I'm gonna let them have the benefit of the doubt. But sometimes it's okay to cuss their ass out. I feel like we need to start cussing people out a lot more on spot, like on site. But like, all jokes aside, it is okay to create boundaries, and it's okay to say no. Now, I'm not saying be a bitch or like be rude, but like, saying no, if it's out of your way. You don't have to jump to everybody's command. You don't have to jump when everybody say jump. You don't have to do any of that, okay? You're still gonna be yourself. You can still be kind to others. You're still gonna be the same. I mean, I don't even know what that person can do. They can just ask somebody else. That's it. So that's my take on that. I don't know what number I'm on. I don't really have a number. I'm just like, honestly, just like word vomiting at this point. Nobody cares. Literally. You're over stressing about it. Like, you're over analyzing the situation. Just do it. Like, nobody gives a damn. Nobody gives a fuck, really. It's crazy how much we can like overthink, especially me as an overthinker. nobody cares, okay? Do the thing, post the content, create that business. Nobody cares, okay? And if they do care too much, they can kiss your ass. Really, that's what they really can do. It's like, you know, being in your 20s, everything has to be perfect, and we think that everything has to be right. No, it doesn't, okay? If you think your house is not aesthetic to post the content, make it aesthetic, okay? My house is not the best aesthetically pleasing house, okay? It looks like somebody's grandma lived here. Look, I'm filming in my room. I have the lights going. I have a clean background. That's all that matters, okay? The views gonna come in, okay? They're gonna come in. If they do, there's a target audience for everybody, literally. I just wanna say, like, I used to not create content for a long time. When I did have like my little hiatuses, I didn't create content because I'm like, oh, my house don't look like that, or oh, my background don't look like that. You have to make it. Nobody's gonna get you and be like, hey, let's do this. No, you have to do it yourself, okay? And just think like, hey, nobody cares, okay? Nobody gives a damn. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Do not overanalyze situations. Just go with the flow and do your thing, girl and or boy, okay? I want to make this video gender neutral. You know, hey, post that content. You see, I'm posting content. I don't have the prettiest background. Ain't no pictures on my wall. It's very bland. Do your thing. And everybody else that don't like it, they can kiss your ass, okay? And fuck them to the highest degree. Now this might ruffle some feathers, but I don't care. This is my video. Do not center your life around a man. Oh, this is advice for me because I used to think like, damn, I never really had a true boyfriend. I've been on a couple of dates here and there, but like, I never like, oh, I have a boyfriend. No. And I've always wanted one. Same goes back to saying wanting. It's like, especially the dating pool is like ridiculous now. I think we all know that. But it's just like, dang, you know, life is so much more than having kids. If you're a girl, like, hey, I'm a part of the no kids squad too, so it's okay. This is a safe space. If you don't like, if you don't want kids, that's fine. Life is not over. You're not a failure. That is so crazy that society has made us feel that we have to have a kid in order to feel like a woman. That is not, no. And if you do want kids, don't feel pressured to have them now. Like, oh, I want to have kids in my 20s so I can relax in my 30s. Oh, I want to have kids in my 30s so I can relax in my 20s. Do whatever the hell you want to do. End of the day, you gonna have them kids. Yeah, I'm just talking. But like, seriously, like, you know, centering yourself around a man it's not fun, you know? And same with guys. Like, I feel like maybe some dudes just really have to be around women. You know what I'm saying? Like, live your life, okay? Like, go outside, touch the grass, go have a drink by yourself, go out, hang out with your homeboys, your homegirls, or as a group. Have fun. Go to a park, go to the library, go read a book, go do that homework that you've been putting off for 2 days that's due tomorrow. I'm talking to myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stop trying to always go out just to find a dude or just to find a girl. Like, it's not, your life is so much more than having a partner. Now that will come in the future, but it's not that deep to have a person, like, you know, a spouse. You know, like I said, God, if it's gonna happen for you, it's gonna happen for you. Let it take time. You don't want to rush into a relationship, because then it can end up being a very toxic situation. And yeah, and I know a lot of people that are in toxic situations, and honey, they can't stand up. Don't center yourself around men, and don't hang around girls. Okay, I'm talking to the girls now. Do not hang around girls that act different around men, okay? Those are pick-me's, and they are the most dangerous girls to actually hang around with, because they would like say fuck you and fuck their lives in order to impress a man. That is the worst type of friend to have. Like, literally, do not hang around self-centered, men-centered women, because they, you know, start saying weird shit out of nowhere. They voice end up becoming like 8 octaves high when they was just sounding like Pop Smoke like yesterday over the phone. Insane. Yeah, it's crazy. Do not, I've learned to like literally make sure your friends have other shit going on, okay? Make sure your friends have other shit going on, because if they always talking about boys, just know that girl's a pick me. No, I'm just playing. But look, stop telling everybody your business. Stop it. Because look, this, as soon as y'all are not friends anymore, look, wonder why your business is always out in the street, because you told that friend your business. Now it's cool to, you know, talk about accomplishments or whatnot, but do not run your mouth. I feel like the key to success is to be quiet. Silence will get you a lot of places. Besides being yourself, being silent. Do not tell anyone what you're about to do, because not everybody has the best interest. Having a credit card was like it was torture. I had racked up debt, but guess what? Your girl paid it off, so I'm not in credit card debt anymore. But having a credit card is good if you know how to use it. If you don't know how to use a credit card, I would suggest not, or asking a parent or somebody that you know that's really good with money on how to use a credit card. Having financial literacy is so important, and that's what I'm learning even now. Like, I will find myself spending money on things that I know I don't need because of the influence. Either I've seen somebody with it, or I feel like I need it and I make an excuse to go buy it, but I really don't need it. It's very important to just kind of have that knowledge of, you know, how and what to spend your money on. Into investments, like, you know, it doesn't have to be anything big or major, but like investments, they will grow. And that also can be another source of income for you later on down the line, or starting a business, you know, and having one income, like I said, nowadays is not gonna cut it. Having knowledge about saving money and credit cards and all these things that involves money is so important, because it's so easy to get into that pool of debt, or even just drown because you have no funds. Like, you can't go have fun if you ain't got no money on, so like, what you gonna do? Talking to God is such an important thing that I feel like everyone should do. If you are a believer in the Most High, like having like daily or even just little side conversations with God are so important. And this year has literally made me talk to God. I didn't realize I needed to until I have to, you know what I'm saying? I don't just talk to God when things go bad. I also talk to God when I'm like, you know, when nothing's going on, when my life is peaceful, or even when things go really, really good in my life. I talk to God, because I feel like having conversations with him opens that door for you to have like a closer relationship, because the world is only getting worse and worse and worse. Monitoring spirits, oh my gosh, hurt people, but guess what? If you are not having a bad life like them, it can kind of get hard for them to talk to you. Some people truly love it when other people are going through shit, and it's the craziest thing. You know, have you just been around someone that is always like, oh, so like, how are you doing? I thought you weren't you going to do this? How are you doing this? Can you do this? Where you at? What you doing? No, that's a monitoring spirit. If you cut that person off because they were just always negative all the time and they want to come back and spin the block, don't do it, okay? I've learned the hard way, and you know, just people with monitoring spirits are just the most toxic people on earth, besides narcissistic people, okay? Monitoring spirits do nothing but literally try to get information on you and see how miserable you're gonna do. These are the same type of people that don't wish on any success for you, okay? They might see it in your face, but they don't really mess with you like that. It's crazy that people like that even exist. It's insane. But yeah, that is something that I've learned in my 20s, and all these things that I mentioned, I'm still learning in my 20s, and I'll even forget that. And sometimes like I learn lessons over again. because I haven't learned them the first time. Very hard-headed. So the universe has to spin the block on me again and be like, girl, did you not catch it the first time? Bet. So they make it worse for me, and then I'm like, okay, I got that. So yeah, yes, hurt people, and I feel like, you know, having friends, because I had a friend a long time ago, and she always had some things wrong. Like, everything was wrong, and it seemed like she only talked to me when things were just horrible. Rarely have we ever had a conversation and things went great. You know, I love good news. I'm that friend, you can tell me good news. Girl, you got a promotion, you got a new job, you got a car, you got a boyfriend, whatever it is, you got a dog, whatever it is, I love good news. But like, it was always just something small, or not small, it was always something negative with this friend. And you know, I mean, I wish her the best now, but it just drained me. And I remember it got to the point to where I was like, and this is another thing with boundaries, okay? It was like to the point to where I'm like, okay, if she called my phone, I have to tell her, like, straight up, look, I don't have the mental capacity. If you have to tell me something that's negative, I don't want to talk about it. About anything else, but I don't want to talk about anything negative. And then I didn't really hear any more calls from her, and that was kind of weird. Put your listening ears on when I'm telling you this, okay? I'm gonna hold y'all hand when I say this, okay? Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Misery loves company, y'all, okay? Like, that statement is so true. It's spot on, because I've encountered some miserable ass people, okay? Let me tell you. Because have you ever just been around somebody that's negative, and every time you get around them, it's just like, it kind of drains your energy, and it kind of just takes away from your happiness. Hurt people, okay? And they have to feed upon your trauma too. That's why I also learned not to trauma bond with people, okay? Keep your traumas to yourself. That is all for this video. I have more things that I learned in my 20s, but I really don't want to make this video too long. I might make a part 2 if y'all liked it. Let me know what else y'all want to see. I know I keep saying I'm gonna make reaction videos, but I have to download the software and all that. So yeah, but there's a lot more that I've learned in my 20s. Can't think of some. And I also, this video will be a long ass video if I keep going, so I probably might make a part 2. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me for more videos like this and future videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.